I just don't do it.
All right, it is the rundown for Tuesday, August.
And we have a hell of a sponsor.
They
forked out a ton of cash for this. Go ahead and hit them with it.
You think they're ready?
I think they're ready.
You think they're ready, Castellani?
Let's do it.
Barstool golf time, baby. Do you want an easier way to golf?
Mm-hmm.
Book your next tee time at one of the thousands of courses available by downloading our new Barstool Golf Time app. It's available now in the App Store.
I love this app so much. I was watching Daily 9 on Twitter the other day. I watch it every day, and I was just like, how does he get into these golf courses? I was so I was laughing and laughing at the video, and I was just like, how did he get so lucky? And now I can live like Riggs.
You know how I know you're lying?
Why?
He doesn't do Daily 9 every day. He only does it during the weekdays. So Saturday and Sunday, what'd you do? Go back and watch old ones?
Yes, they hold up.
You will receive 25 points for every player you pay for when you book your tee times. For example, if your tee time is for 4 players, you will receive 100 points for that booking. Did that example really need to be made? I felt like it was pretty straightforward.
Our audience doesn't know simple math.
Be sure to come back after your round and tell people about your experience at the course. You earn 25 points for a written review or 50 points for a video review. And can I just stop there again?
Why?
You get 25 points for a written review, 50 for a video review. I feel like the written review is more effort.
You think so?
Don't you? I mean, video, you can just hold it up, and the video, written, you got to think it out. You got to.
As someone who makes post-game videos essentially for a living, I can assure you writing is far more effort is required.
That's what I say.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Because I've read some Daily 9s as well, and they just aren't as good as the video Daily 9s.
You get 25 points for a written review and 50 points for a video review. And if it lines up with the course you booked in the app, we will mark your post as a verified review.
Mm-hmm.
You will earn these reward points one time per course you have booked through the app with the same account. My God, is there anything better than the Barstool Golf Time app? Turani.
Yes.
What is better than?
Oh, when it comes to golf time apps, no. No, not at all.
It's the rundown, so...
we just lost that sponsor. They just pulled out.
We've got a lot going on in the office. We got a lot going on out of the office. But in the office, feels like this has been a very Rico Bosco heavy day. Chris, I don't know if you've met Rico. Have you met Rico yet?
Not in person, no. Seen him today.
Oh, I bet. Has he DM'd you on Twitter and stuff like that?
Well, we've tweeted at each other back and forth before.
Do you think he likes you?
I like all my coworkers, so it doesn't really matter.
No, you don't.
I do.
What about Kyle?
Yeah, Kyle's a great guy.
Kyle's a great guy. No, he's not. He's a piece of shit.
Chris.
I like you, Kyle.
What's up, douchebag?
There's the Kyle appearance. All right, that'll do for this year. What about Tommy?
Tommy's great.
Nobody likes Tommy.
Nobody does like Tommy.
Oh, come on. That's not true.
Oh, Brandon.
Well, I like Tommy.
Yeah.
Nobody else likes Tommy. What about? You're right.
I'm here to have anyone
nobody
who's been
here
mean to me,
interesting.
so I can't knock anybody right now.
Nobody's been mean to you yet?
No, man.
Okay. You and I have exchanged a lot of DMs, right?
Yeah, we've gone back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the show.
It's dream come true.
By the way, I haven't introduced, if you haven't seen him before, this is Chris Castellani,
Yeah, hi,
Detroit
everybody.
Tigers guy that has
The 0-2. Swing and a miss! He struck him out! No hitter, Spencer Turnbull! A good thing happened. Good thing happened to the Tigers. Yeah!
been working here, what, 3 months?
Yeah, 2 months now, I believe. Yeah.
Okay,
Around
well,
Yeah,
three.
you're
You
wrong.
could have just
You're
come
wrong.
with three.
Well, around there. Yeah, I
Nah.
know. I'm a numbers guy.
Yeah.
What's your favorite number?
Let's go 7. I think that's what Spencer Torkelson's wearing down in the minors.
I have no.
I would have said the same thing.
Exactly, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Shortstop for the 1988 Detroit Tigers.
80. Well, Trammell,
Yeah. Easy.
Hall of Famer. Yeah.
Yeah. Second baseman?
Whitaker. They were 19 years together, so I mean it's a pretty good answer for
You don't have
2
to,
decades.
You don't have to cuss me. Okay, so Rico is doing the thing every single summer where we got to act like Rico's going to die and he's going to leave and he's going to do this, and they'll just be doing pick'em. But Dave is what's he doing?
Puppet
Puppeteering.
master.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Puppeteering And
That was
Dave's-
more of a marionette that you did, right?
Was it?
Was marionette on the strings?
Is puppet up the butt?
Puppet's up the butt. So I don't think Dave's doing that. I think he's more marionette.
He's marionette. Okay. You're right.
Marionette.
Marionetting.
It's like the NSYNC music video.
That album was so good.
Yeah.
That's classic. Yeah.
No strings attached.
Early childhood.
But
yeah,
the
for
irony
sure.
there was
There were strings attached. That was crazy.
NSYNC will do that to you, make you think.
JC Chazé probably behind that.
I love Chazé. You strike me as the Lance Bass type.
He's from Mississippi.
Uh-huh. You love to go bass fishing out at the clubs.
That's true too. Okay, so last week Dave said, tweeted out, "Hey, Rico, if you're not there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm going to the bullpen. I'm getting Jeff Nadeau." Apparently, well, Rico wasn't here yesterday. He said he was going to be here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of this week. And boom, Jeff Nadeau is going to be foisted upon my show, Pick Central, on Monday. So he will be on the show. But today, Rico went on the Dave Portnoy show, which I believe will probably be out, Tommy, today, maybe?
Should be out tonight. Yeah, probably not by the time this airs, but should be
But
out
very,
tonight.
very soon. So
Yes.
be watching for that. Be watching
Yes.
for the Dave Portnoy show with Rico.
Pick 'em, pick 'em, pick 'em, pick 'em. Pal, do it all day. Pick 'em, and college football overlap with bench mob for a month and a half. They don't do it in July. They don't do it in July. They don't do it in July. Find me a college football game being played right now.
Nick, you have very strong opinions about Rico and everything Rico does. Go.
Rico's the best. I'm a Nadeau guy as well.
You like them both.
Yeah.
Castellani, who's your favorite gambling guy here so far?
I mean, I feel like Rico's kind of the face of it, right? I mean,
I agree. I agree fully.
I feel like I probably just hurt somebody's feelings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. Multiple people. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh boy, good stuff. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Yeah. It's Barstool life, man.
It is. It is. It's crazy out here. Chef Donny, by the way, Rough and Rowdy
27th.
coming out the 27th. But it's Rough and Rowdy 15. The main event is going to be Pac-Man Jones against Bobby Lang, right?
Yes.
But now we have a co-main event. We have Chef Donny against a TikToker. Chef Donny being the skydiving chef over there.
You see me jump out of planes, you see me scale buildings, you see me crush buses. Well, now it's time to get into a fight. I'm sick and tired of seeing all these TikTok kids with fake muscles, dancing around with their shirts off, living fake lives. It's time somebody puts them in their fucking place.
He's going to be fighting a TikToker. Do you know the TikToker?
The TikToker is a, Donnie said, a fake Italian, and
So
a
Rico.
chef as well. And a chef as well. Yes, and Donnie's been training like 4 times a day. That's
that-
what.
is
Yeah.
that true?
Yeah, with like a really intense trainer.
Throwing hands.
Throwing hands. He said getting his cardio up.
I bet Donnie's already in good shape.
He's in good shape. I know.
I bet Donnie's a good fighter.
Hunkiest guy in the office, I'd say.
But he doesn't have a punchable face. Like I don't want his face to get punched.
I would be upset if his face gets punched. And if the people at home aren't sure whether or not they want to buy Rough and Rowdy, huge selling point. Me and Kyle are not going to be there. So if you needed that extra push to buy it, no Nick or KB.
It just didn't work with you guys because you weren't comfortable. It wasn't really. I mean, it was in West Virginia. You guys are just not.
Yeah, it
West
was like my
Virginia guys.
first time there.
So-
I was surrounded by a bunch of gross people.
It just was out of your comfort zone. So it didn't
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
What's your take on this Rough and Rowdy deal?
I'm big on the Rough and Rowdies. I have been. I bought a heavy majority of them in the past.
A heavy majority.
Yeah, I would say probably 14 there's been.
Oh, that's Frank sized.
I would say probably around 10 of them. I love it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like Glenny.
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
around,
all
yeah.
right. What's on Glenny's shirt? Glenny, what's on your shirt?
It's one of the greatest singers of the modern age.
Well, I can't tell who it is. Who's on your shirt?
Oh,
Oh, that's Chad Kroger?
yeah.
Okay.
Chad Kroger, lead singer of Nickelback, yeah.
Okay.
It's a nice shirt.
Yeah, no, fits you well.
It's an interesting shirt.
I got it for $20 on the internet. It's a great shirt. I
Yeah, it's a
think.
good. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Glenny, you don't have to be defensive about this.
I don't know. It seemed like you're one of those like anti-Nickelback guys
Not-
that were
not
calling me over
anti-Nickelback at all. I'm
to like
pro
make fun of the
Nickelback.
shirt. I think it's a great shirt, but yeah, it's Chad Kroger.
He's happy, just right there, rest and center.
Look how nice he looks.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't he look like he's ready to fucking rock the fuck out
I
of
think he
photograph right
does.
now?
Yeah, I think he
looks like
does.
he's about to. Look at this photo. You can hear him singing it practically.
Leave immediately, please.
What?
Nothing?
What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
What'd you say?
I said leave immediately.
I left and you said leave immediately.
I
I'm just
know.
over here.
All right.
What's the second sponsor? We don't have one, do we?
You want to read this one again?
Kinda.
Go ahead.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Castellani, will you read this for us?
No, don't do that. What's the next topic?
All right.
Get Can't read your own handwriting.
I cannot. So Tommy came up with the topics. Anyway, on a plane,
Totally true.
on a plane, there's a titty toucher. There's a guy who they had to duct tape his arms to the armrest, and he can be seen on
Because he
screen.
was touching titties?
He touched multiple titties. He touched 2 flight attendants' breasts.
Is that like the norm for him, or was there like heavy turbulence?
And
he was
then,
like,
and then
"Oh."
afterwards, he was like, "Oh, my parents are worth $2 million," which I think it's not funny because this guy's an asshole. But I think if you're bragging about your parents, $2 million is a funny amount to brag about.
Yeah, it's a
You say
lot
the
of money,
millionaires,
and it's significantly more than
You or I will ever have.
Yeah. And think, well, I don't know. I'm still young. You won't ever hit that mark. You won't even come close.
You're not that young.
I'm not. But
Plus, you're a West Virginia 29 as well.
West Virginia 29, I should be dead. I should be dead. But there was a fight.
There's also a fight. There's 2 different things. There's the titty toucher on a plane.
Yeah.
And then a brawl on another plane, just a flat-out brawl. We got that
How
video
many
too.
titties did the guy touch?
Apparently, I don't know if he touched 4 or 2. He touched
2 different flight attendants, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many total.
So
titties
between
were
2 and
touched.
4.
Between what? Yeah, between 2 and 4.
Couldn't be 1.
Couldn't be 1.
Why couldn't it be?
Because he has to get
2
one
women.
each on each woman.
2 women. You have to at least touch
Yeah.
1 titty on each woman. So
Yeah.
that's at least minimum 2.
Minimum 2, max of
max
4.
4, yeah. But I feel like if you touch 2, you might as well touch 4.
You're defending him.
No, not defending him. I'm just saying. Once he broke the barrier is broken.
I don't know. Touching touch one titty. Is it like eating one Pringle? You just can't. You have to touch 2.
Are you uncomfortable with titty talk?
No, I'm. You know what's weird to me is I want to know, like, what the, conception was of it's got to be duct tape now. Like why not
I
just?
think that's just what they had on the plane.
I'd believe it. Yeah, but yeah.
Or maybe they had leftover seatbelts or something.
Right. Yeah. That's you. I mean, they kind of MacGyvered that whole thing together.
Oh,
it
also,
felt
I
like.
kind of think you're a bitch made dude if you allow other people to duct tape you to a plane seat. You should be able
Getting
to.
duct taped to anything is
should be
just
able to
you're a
resist
guaranteed
that.
bitch.
I think you should be able to resist that, right?
I mean, it depends if the whole plane is against you. I mean,
Yeah. If they must have ganged up on him.
how many people do you think in this office would it take to duct tape you to something? Just hypothetically.
Between 8 and 12.
8 and 12?
Yeah.
I bet you 6.
6 well, it depends on this. Like, Willie'd have to be involved. He's not here. So who here is large enough to, like Kyle Strong? He could be in the group. Large,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Yes.
Nobody else in our purview can even come, except for Rudy. Rudy could.
Rudy could. So there's 3
Nobody
people
else
already.
here can
I
be
would argue
involved.
those 3 could get you taped.
Absolutely not.
Yes, you would tire out.
Oh, okay. Well, I felt like there would be a timer of some sort.
Okay, what if you're
They
in the
can't just have the
area
rest of the day.
in the area of a plane? They could tape you.
Rudy, could you tape me to something? Could you duct tape me to something? Are you strong enough to duct tape me?
Yeah, sure.
No, I'm not asking you to.
A lot of conviction there.
This is not me asking you for a Friday night. This is saying if I was being unruly, if I started touching all the women around here and they said, Rudy, get him to stop, tape him down to something, could you do it?
Yeah.
I don't think you could. I think 6.
You're way more tapeable than you think.
Between 8 and 12 people. How many people to tape you down?
Me?
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, probably.
And they could just ask me.
Probably put the over under
Tape
about half.
yourself.
This is pretty much how I got on this rundown, Nick. Okay.
So a Frontier passenger allegedly touched 2 flight attendants' breasts. That does say
2 flight
Attendants'
attendants.
breast.
So that's 4.
But it reads like
It
it, was
doesn't have
2
an
women.
apostrophe.
It was 2 women with a shared
So did they
tit.
touch
It was a Siamese twin air flight attendants with 1 titty. My dream women.
So it was a community tip.
It's a community tit.
It's a community
Well,
tit.
no, it was.
Just 2
If it was
people.
community tit, he could have touched it.
That's true, but it was a shared tip. So that's him saying that his parents, 22-year-old Max Berry is in custody. His name almost has to be Max, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Which Cuomo is it?
It's
It's,
Governor
Andrew.
Andrew
Yeah.
Cuomo.
You could have segued from the guy touching on the plane. Let's rewind.
You're right. I shoehorned Mintz in there when I didn't.
Yeah, yep.
So pretend we haven't done Mintz yet, okay? So we're back on the unitit, the community tit guy?
1 tit, yeah.
Okay, so this guy touched 1 titty.
Yeah.
Who knows what Andrew Cuomo, governor of New York, touched?
What?
Have you not been watching the news?
Tell me.
He's been in the news. Apparently, a bunch of women have been complaining that he's been touching them inappropriately, like this, on the face, kissing them, doing all this stuff.
Wait a minute.
doing all that
People
stuff.
can say that, but is there any proof of him touching?
Here's the thing. He did a video today to talk all this down, right? And he had his PR people put together basically a collage of him touching all manner of people. Black, white, powerful, rich, weak,
Presidents.
straight,
Yeah, I think Biden was in there.
LGBTQ,
Yeah.
I was right. Come on.
LGBTQ plus.
Yeah.
Plus.
You
He
got it.
didn't say plus, so he doesn't touch plus people. He only said
That's a
LGBTQ.
stipulation. I
He
guess,
doesn't
now.
touch. Yeah. If they're positive.
So he's a toucher.
He's
Do
a
you have a
toucher.
problem with people touching?
I love that they're all recent photos until he goes to LGBTQ and it's just a very old photo.
It's him touching an Elton John CD cover.
Yeah. Oh man.
Bill Clinton, he touched a lot of people.
It just shows that he downloaded a George Michael song from iTunes
was that,
in
was that
06.
Bob De Niro?
Who was?
I think that was De Niro he was touching.
I've touched all types.
They're all famous. That's Al Gore.
That's Al Gore.
That's
Yeah,
De
that is
Niro.
Robert De Niro.
Yeah,
He's
it's Kim
touching Bob
kissing
De
De
Niro.
Niro.
So he really just touches famous people.
Yes, I did something wrong, and here's proof of me touching other people.
You think I was touching those women? I didn't just touch those women. I touched all these people. What's the thing he said? I kiss you on the forehead and say ciao Bella.
Yeah, so that's
And
what I do.
That was the complaint the woman said. He kissed me on the forehead and said ciao Bella. And he comes out today and says, yeah, I say ciao Bella all the time.
Especially after I kiss people.
All right. Did you guys see the Mintz ping pong video?
Well, he was gyrating.
He was doing movements I didn't think capable by. It didn't look pleasant what he was doing. It looked like he was playing ping pong against his will, like he was being held hostage.
He looked like when
Absolutely
young
not.
Forrest Gump learned how to dance from Elvis. It was much like that.
It looked like he was being, like the lower part of him was being restrained and the upper part of him was trying to get out of the restraint. Look at this. The wall. Okay. All right. It's like my dog having a dream. I mean, he looks like he's almost skydiving.
He's getting everything back though.
He is getting everything
mean,
back,
like-
but
Can I
the,
just
the
say-
ball
That's a
should
brick
be
wall right
the ball
there.
should be coming in way faster for how he's acting.
Correct. The ball is looping in. Now, like he's not under fire.
No.
It's like a guy in Vietnam who realized he's about to die. It's beautiful.
I could watch it all day.
That's the most fascinating person I've ever met.
He's good at ping pong
He's
too.
very good at ping pong. He's a genuine human being. He's also probably the stupidest person alive. But everything's honest. Everything's fantastic. Like
I mean,
everything people wanted to like about me actually exists in him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like if you were one person, and they split, and you got all the dickishness and the
Right. Yeah.
That's really, that is honest to God the only trait I can think for you, and then he got the rest.
Just dickishness.
Yeah.
Okay. The Giants, the New York Football Giants, had a fight today as well. In training camp, they had a fight, and at the bottom of the pile, emerging was quarterback Daniel Jones. Now, I assume since you're a Tigers guy, you're also a Lions guy.
Correct. Yeah.
You Detroit all the way.
Yeah.
Red Wings,
Yes.
Tigers,
Pistons, Lions.
Pistons,
Yeah.
Lions. Yeah.
I mean, I gotta be now, but I mean, I was.
What do you mean you got to be?
I'm the Detroit.
Are you a
guy.
Lions fan?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
a Detroit Lions fan. Yes.
So you guys don't really have a good quarterback anymore. But when you did, would you want your good quarterback or your quarterback that you hope to be good involved in a training camp fight?
There would have been the outrage that would have gone down if it would have turned out that Matt Stafford was at the bottom.
Would you
of
have
it.
done a post-fight video?
If there was video of the fight itself?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have. Yeah.
What about you? You're a Steelers fan. I know Ben Roethlisberger's never gotten himself in any trouble.
No.
But what about if he were in a fight?
Yeah. He probably would say no because no means no to him,
It does.
and
Yeah.
so it would never fly.
He's
with
a man
Ben.
of principle.
Yeah.
Plus, he's Big Ben. I don't think he would fit under a pile.
No, he's too big to fit under a pile. That's right.
Daniel Jones, I don't know. He looks too. What does he look too much like?
Duke.
He
does
does
look
look
very
dookie.
Dookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
That's a dookie-looking guy. You're right.
Wow.
He's like Eli if Eli had been born like normally and not with whatever social afflictions he has.
Oxygen deficiency. Yeah.
That's just a normal version of Eli Manning.
Yeah. Significantly worse at football.
Significantly worse.
Like when something like this happens, though, does it say more about the quarterback or about the team around? Like
I mean,
do you put it on him for being at the bottom of that pile?
I don't know. I kind of like the moxie of my quarterback, but I don't want the other players stupid enough to involve him.
Right. They should defend him, and
Right.
him being at the bottom of the pile is not a good look.
All right, Castellani, real quick.
What's up?
You see everybody around here. Most of the people here don't like each other. Let's say a fight breaks out right now between me and Bob Fox, okay? And it involves everybody. You get in the bottom of that pile, or you're staying back.
I'm staying back.
Why?
I like my job.
You'd probably get a raise if you were at the bottom of the pile of an office-wide
Are you
brawl.
saying you'd never push anybody at work? Because I got a
I have
significant
not.
raise
no,
after that.
but I mean, I've also, I've never really had a means to. I've wanted to, working at a gas station for 2 years, but yeah, it was.
Gas station. You
What?
worked at a gas station?
Yeah, that's where Portnoy plucked me out of obscurity. I was working
That
at a
is
gas
fantastic.
station before. Yeah,
What
I
type
didn't
of
know
gas?
I was just regular Speedway gas station.
Speedway.
Yeah, and it was bought people.
Did you night shift, day shift?
Morning shift, so I could watch Tigers at night. They worked
That's
around
so
that.
badass. So I could watch the Tigers.
Well, no, when I first got the call from Dave, I was in the middle of a transaction at Speedway.
Really?
Yeah, some woman pulled, one of the regulars pulled in with like her morning coffee, and I get a call from a Massachusetts area code.
Yeah.
And my boss, who's like Scott, like the nicest guy in the world, I just look over at him and I go, dude, I gotta take this, and I pick it up, and yeah, it was Dave.
What was the number? Say the number of it.
No, I'm not doing that. Like I said, I like my job. But no, it was one of those weird things because I'm pacing back and forth in the Speedway parking lot, and all
Yeah.
these regulars are walking by, and it's like none of these people
Wait,
have any.
regulars at a gas station? Just people with cars?
No, it's people who like buying Marlboro Light 100s. It's the cigarette people. That
Oh, you want the regular?
and the coffee
Yeah,
people.
like
yeah.
gas-wise. Yeah, I want the reg. No, I'll
I
take
can't believe
unleaded.
people still buy cigarettes.
A lot of people do. Yeah.
It's a shame.
lot.
It's a shame.
NBA free agency. You got Chris Paul getting a ton of money from the Suns. You've got Kyle Lowry going to the Heat. Not a whole lot of huge names have really changed.
Duncan Robinson re-signing.
For the Heat,
Yeah.
Lonzo Ball to the Bulls, Alex Caruso, gigantic name to the Bulls, 37
Melo
million.
to the Lakers.
Melo
Just
to the
happened.
Lakers. Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Jeez.
Are they really just collecting antiques like this?
Yeah.
So they got Dwight Howard back, they got Trevor Ariza back.
They have McGee?
They didn't get McGee, but they got another old guy, and then they got Kent Bazemore, who I love. And now are they really getting Melo?
Yeah, just came out like 20 minutes ago.
Wow.
They have
What do they
players
think this
over
is gonna
30:
accomplish?
Melo, LeBron, Marc Gasol, Trevor Ariza, Dwight Howard, Wayne Ellington, Westbrook,
Ellington.
Kent Bazemore.
That's their entire. And when they played the Suns, I know AD got hurt. That's what lost. But they had old legs against the Suns.
Yeah.
And now they're going to run it back with older legs. This doesn't make sense for the Lakers. They're literally letting LeBron
Yeah, that's LeBron's
GM the team. He's getting his friends,
doing.
and they're not. They're going to stink. They're not going to stink.
They're not
They're
going to stink.
They'll be
They're-
fine.
But they're gonna run out of gas.
They won't be.
They'll run out of gas in the playoffs.
They won't do what they did 2 years ago. Right.
Which was win the championship.
Right. Yeah.
Ideally, they would win
Which
the
is the goal,
championship. That's
right.
what they want to do.
Yeah. I have a question about Chris Paul because like I watched a majority of the playoffs this year, and like he still really good, but does he is it realistic to say that he has 4 years left of?
I think this is going to be diminishing returns. I think the best Chris Paul they will ever have was the one they just had.
Yeah.
And I think they've now signed for 4 more years of this. It wasn't good enough to get him a championship this year.
I was close, though.
It was close.
and it wasn't his fault. He played.
I don't know.
They didn't have the size.
It was kind of his. I mean, he didn't play well when it came time to play well. When it started going away from him, they
That's
were up
fair.
2-0. When it started going away from him, he was bad.
He came back and in the deciding game he played better, and some other
and a
guys shrank.
loss.
But yeah,
I mean,
that's
he was able
true.
to.
Yeah.
But
he
if
was
they
able
lost
to play
their
well
point
enough to
guard-
not look terrible.
Who would his replacement be? Who better out there?
Fair enough, but we're not talking about just replacement. They're paying this guy now $30 million a
But
year.
somebody else was going to do it.
Who was going to pay him that other than the Lakers, who apparently are collecting old
The
pieces?
Knicks would have done it.
Really, Chris Paul? They just signed Derrick Rose yesterday.
Yeah, I know, but they would have done Chris Paul.
How old is he? 30.
Oh,
37?
2005 is what his
2005
last year,
draft?
so he's got to be.
36.
He's 36 years old.
36.
He's a year younger than LeBron, right? Or is he saying? Yeah, he's a year younger than LeBron. Because LeBron came out 2 years earlier in the draft, but Chris Paul played a year in college, maybe a couple years in college. Did I
LeBron is
get it all
also
right?
36, but he'll be 37 at the end of the year.
December 26th.
You know Chris Paul's
30th.
birthday?
30th?
Yeah.
No, I need LeBron James' birthday
Oh.
close. Chris Paul's birthday is in April.
There's no way you know that.
Chris Paul's birthday is in April.
Well, how would you know that?
Chris Paul's birthday is in April. I don't know what you want me to tell you. It's in May, I mean.
May 6th.
You were adamant about something that doesn't fucking matter.
No, I was just going to go all 12 months. I was going to get
Oh.
yeah. But I
Pretty close.
Yeah,
Initial
I mean,
guess.
yeah,
April
I
and May
guess.
are about as close as you can get.
They are.
All right, Chris, if you will do a post. Will you do a post this video?
Post rundown.
Will you?
Breakdown? Yeah,
Please recap the rundown and your experience on it right now.
What? Okay.
You tend to get emotional in some of them. Every once in a while.
I'm an emotional guy. I think I was hired because I was an emotional
exactly.
guy.
No, it's great.
I think it worked
But
out
I
for
think
me.
the juxtaposition of an emotional guy in front of a quagmire tapestry behind you, very, very funny to me.
Well, thank you. I mean, no, it's a dream come true.
Of
I mean,
course,
this is like the coolest thing. If you I was waking up at 7:30 working at a gas station a couple months ago.
That's
so it's
badass,
nice to be
brother.
in New York.
Congratulations.
No,
Doing
I'm
the
glad you're
rundown.
here.
Well, I mean,
Congratulations. That's an incredible story for real.
I owe my success to a lot of other people. I mean, I just made the videos. So I feel like I'm doing
But mostly-
I feel like I'm
the main
doing
thing
an
about you.
awards acceptance speech now, and I'm meant to be
you're doing it.
breakdown.
Mostly you though.
I take a solid amount of credit, but I'm not alone in my success.
Do you have any enemies you want to say to fuck themselves?
No, not anymore. I
right.
don't waste my time with that anymore.
Ooh.
Okay, that's the rundown.
Thank you.
Good work, friend.
Appreciate it, guys.